Hi everyone, this is the Geek Show Podcast Network. We're here at EGX 2018 and talking to Tom and Katie from Chucklefish. So, I have to ask first question, how many of you are there in your school of Chucklefish?
Oh, there's 18 of us at the moment. We're quite small.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so, let's get right into it. The games, you have Inmost, Eastward, Pathway, Timespinner, and on the other side you have WarGroove. So tell us about these games, because some of them look amazingly interesting.
Well, it's sort of an international lineup. I mean, we've got some devs actually here from Lithuania.
All right.
To show off Inmost this weekend.
Okay.
Eastward is a team out of China.
Wow.
And then Pathway devs are based in Germany. And at the end, Timespinner, the solo dev for that is based in Seattle, Washington, America. So then our UK representation's on the other side with WarGroove, which is our in-house development type.
Wow. So it's a proper international lineup you have.
Worldwide development lineup, yeah.
Okay, so tell me more about Chucklefish. What is Chucklefish then?
So we're an indie video games developer and publisher.
All right.
So we develop our own in-game titles like Starbound, WarGroove, and then the upcoming Witchbrook. And then we also publish a couple of games as well, like the ones you see here. And we did Stardew Valley, published that game, and a couple of others, so like Risk of Rain, things like that. So got quite a big lineup coming up over the next few months or so, years.
It's sort of two businesses in one studio. There's the development side of the studio, and then the publishing side, which is more supporting developers who are working outside with things that small teams and giving them things that they may not have, like, accountants and lawyers, and helping them with paperwork and publishing on localization, publishing on platforms, negotiating, getting on Nintendo and Xbox and PlayStation.
All right, okay. So tell us a bit more about these games then. What are these games about?
Well, each one's quite different. I'll give you the synopsis for Inmost. It's a puzzle platformer. Very story-driven, atmospheric, sort of horror themes, and you're moving through these levels, finding clues and solving puzzles to kind of advance through. Eastward's more traditional kind of adventure role-playing game where you're going through and meeting characters and kind of understanding this bigger world through talking with people. And very quirky. It's got very interesting, an interesting kind of humor to it.
All right.
Pathway's a more traditional XCOM type strategy game.
Right, okay.
But thematically it's set in the 30s. So you're an adventurer, you're going through temples and pyramids, finding artifacts and
Indiana
treasure.
Jones type thing.
Exact, fighting Nazis. It's very, very Indiana Jones. Yeah, that's a good comparison. And then,
or if you go back far enough, Rick Dangerous.
Good reference. And then last is Timespinner. This game actually comes out this Wednesday.
All right.
Yeah, it's releasing very soon, in a matter of days. And this was a solo development project, like I said. The developer's been working on it for nearly a decade. Just doing, from the ground up, the coding, the art, really, working it all, as a passion project. And,
awesome.
It's a Metroidvania. It sort of mechanically feels a little like Mega Man, when you're with the platforming elements. But it's got the classic Metroidvania map that you uncover, and you're kind of going through and unlocking the gating by getting different tools and abilities to kind of open things up as you go.
All right, awesome.
And then WarGroove's a whole other thing. I'll let Katie talk about that one.
All right, so tell us about WarGroove then.
So WarGroove is a strategy game. It's kind of inspired by Advance Wars, if you ever played that. Yes, okay. But we love Advance Wars, and we wanted to kind of make a game that doesn't exist quite yet and put all our emphasis and love into it. So we've kind of got a kind of fantasy setting. We've got commanders that all have their own special abilities that you can activate on the map. There's custom content, you can make your own maps, make your own campaigns. We've got online multiplayer, local co-op. There's a big package to it. I'm probably not doing it justice by my overview.
It's if you've played a simple strategy game like Advance Wars or Fire Emblem, it's mechanically going to be pretty similar at first, but we're injecting a lot of new technology that has never really been introduced to these type of games, like the online multiplayer, and the map creation and campaign creation tools, where our goal is to pretty much give players the ability to make almost the game that we're providing them for themselves.
Wow.
Share with friends and challenge people, and hopefully, they complete the game, the content we've provided them, and they can just keep making content and finding content and sharing content and, be endlessly satisfied.
It sounds a bit like Little Big Planet. In a sense.
In a sense. I mean, we learned it.
Yeah.
But in terms of the custom tools.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Mario Maker is probably closer. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good comparison. Our first game, Starbound, has a very active modding community and player. It's a sandbox game, so player creation and customization has been one of the best parts of that game for us. And there isn't a lot of those elements in these sort of simple strategy games. So we kind of wanted to bring that into this genre and make it sort of sandboxy.
Okay.
Where players can really kind of get creative with it and have fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.